the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. It was a time of peace returning, and it was a massive celebration for everybody. Now, during the war, there wasn't as much food around, and so there was a really famous campaign called Dig for Victory, or Grow for Victory, when people were encouraged to grow their own veg and they grow their own fruit in their back gardens, to turn their back gardens into places where they could get their food from. In my little pots here, I've got some tomatoes, I've got some peppers. They're tomatoes as well, much smaller, earlier on in the journey. And then I've got another quite big tomato plant. Now, where are we going to get all these seeds from, I hear you ask? Okay, so you could buy them. You can buy seeds in packets. I've got some lettuce, I've got some peppers there. I've got some peas in here. So a pea seed is basically you are planting the whole pea. So there's a load of dried peas in there. And then tomato seeds I've got here, super tiny, very small indeed. Okay, so you could buy them from a packet. Or maybe more fun is, let's go and raid the kitchen. So when you're next having an apple as a snack, let's pop out the seeds and save them and dry them. Can't get that one out. Tomato, likewise, those little tiny tomato seeds here are just the same as what's actually inside your tomato there. So we can quite easily find ourselves some seeds to grow, can't we? Have a look at what else you've got in your fridge. See what else you think, oh, I wonder if I could grow that. And then I'd love to see what you end up growing. I'm going to show you how to plant up some seeds into containers, but first of all you need to find some containers. And where are we going to find those? Well, you could go out and buy some, or more fun, let's have a rummage in the recycling bin. So you can either use tin cans. This is my cat food tin can. Give it a really good wash out, of course, and be careful on the cans where you pull the lid back. There's a little rim around the edge. It's a bit sharp. So just be careful while you're cleaning that out. It's okay to touch, but you just want to be sure you're being careful when you're cleaning it out. So you clean one of those out. You could clean out a yogurt pot, or you could even clean out a milk carton. Okay, but you're going to need to chop the top off that, so get someone to help you. But that's a really big container there. You could grow quite a few plants inside that. What things does a plant need to grow successfully? So it needs sunshine, air, water and soil. Okay. If we were to water a plant in one of these containers, it'd be really good at holding the water, wouldn't it? Because they're waterproof containers. But with a plant, it can get a little bit soggy underneath. So it's really important for us to put in some holes. Can you see in my can here? There's some holes in the bottom. And that's to let the excess water drain away. Okay, now to make those holes, you're going to need a little bit of help. So I need you to find an adult and get a hammer and find a nail. So when you've got your adult, your hammer and your nail, you can take your container, and the next step is we'll see how we get to make some drainage holes. I'll see you outside. Right, so you've got your hammer and nail. On a plastic pot, the plastic is quite soft. So either get your grown-up to do this part. So the grown-up would hold the nail at the bottom like that, put it there, and tap, tap, tap through. You can then be the one who gives it a wiggle and pulls it out. Okay, now I've got lots of drainage holes in the bottom of this one. Let's make a couple more. It's really soft. Whoop. So it doesn't take too much. Give it a wiggle and pull it out. So I've got lots of nice drainage holes in that one. This is made obviously of metal, so it's a bit tougher. So your grown-up can hold it at the bottom like that, and you have to tap it quite hard this time. So let your grown-up hammer it in, and then you be the one who gives it a wiggle and pulls it out. Okay, so your grown-up will tap, tap, tap that in. You be the one who gives it a wiggle and pulls it out. If your grown-up wants to let you try hammering, here's a really good tip. If you put the nail into a peg and you hold the peg, that is supposed to hold, it's supposed to work, there you go. You hold the peg, that doesn't work very well, but it stops you bashing your fingers while you have a go. Not sure about that. I think just let your grown-up be the one who bashes it in, and then you give it a wiggle and pull it out. Okay, so you want quite a few drainage holes. I've got about 5 in that one. And then obviously you're going to plant up your pots. Here's a pea plant. That's a pea, and this one is some tomato plants in that one. Okay, let's see how we get from empty can to planted up plant.
So here we have some holes in the bottom of the pot, and now we are going to get some soil. I prefer to go with my hands. You don't have to. So you have to fill it up to 1 centimetre of the pot, and then when it's filled up to 1 centimetre, now you have to you pat it down. Now you grab one of the seeds. It's super tiny because you can't see, and then put it on, and then you have to grab more soil, put it over the top, and pat it down. Now you get the watering can. Do that. Put water in it, and then leave it in a sunny place to dry. So here is, I am writing the word tomatoes on, and here is how you spell it. Tomatoes. And then what you do is stick it into the pot, and then you are done.
Okay, so I hope you've all had fun planting up. Don't forget to water them. Don't forget to keep an eye on them. Take a look at them every day. Care for them. Move them into the sun. Put them where they might like it. Treat them as a new family member. Okay, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you grow. Okay, good luck everyone, and dig for victory! Woohoo! See you soon. Bye.